Hello, it's Marcus here. Thanks for popping by. Today we're going to review our trading performance to date, and then we'll go through who had been investing in Bitcoin recently. And after that, we'll continue our conversation about the current coronavirus pandemic and tie that in with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's a short video, so stick around. Let's now get an update on our trading signals. The first trade was made on the 6th of July 2020. We're now following about 15 cryptocurrency pairs, and the strategy has given us 210 signals to date. On Friday, the 30th of October, our trading strategy is gaining 8%, while the HODL strategy, in a sense it's the index that we are comparing ourselves against, is at a negative. So this means that in total, all the currency pairs, had you just bought and held, you'd be losing 1.87% of your initial capital. Then last week, our trading strategy and the HODL strategy are on par, roughly, about 5.5%. And this week, we are trailing behind the HODL strategy, which is enjoying 10% returns, whereas we are only on track for 2.6%. And again, I think this is mainly because, apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, most of the other cryptocurrencies are ranging at the moment, which means it's just moving sideways in a narrow band, which is a trading condition that this trading strategy is not good at. But these periods usually don't last long, and it's during market breakouts that this trading strategy shines. So let's follow up next time and we'll see what the market eventually does. Now, I've seen a news article the last fortnight that's worthy mentioning. And it says that Bitcoin BTC continues to rise. There are now institutional investors coming in. It was published by Decrypt.co. The title is "Here's Why Bitcoin's Price is Suddenly Exploding." It was written by Scott Chipolina on the 6th of November 2020. It says, in August and September of this year, MicroStrategy invested a total of $425 million in Bitcoin. A month later, Square followed suit, investing $50 million. And also in October, PayPal announced features that allowed users to trade in Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Grayscale Investments, which looks after Bitcoin on behalf of investors, has picked up over 40,000 Bitcoin in the last month alone. This amounts to about $600 million worth of Bitcoin. So if we take a look at this, MicroStrategy bought $425 million, Square $50 million, Grayscale $600 million in Bitcoins. That's a total of $1.075 billion. If we divide that by an average price of BTC of say 15,000, you've got about 71,000 Bitcoins purchased during this time period. That's basically 0.34% of Bitcoin's total supply. Sounds small, but considering that there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever, 0.34%, if Bitcoin is ever going to be a useful currency, is a big chunk from a global perspective. I'm just going to show you these charts. They're about a week old because I was going to release this video last week, but just ran out of time. Here it is. Bitcoin last week was about 15,000. I think now it is about 16. And as you can see, it is near the all-time high of 20,000. And the last time that it was at this price was in 2018, at the start of 2018. And here's another thing to look at, was from its all-time high of 20,000, it dropped by 84%, all the way down to 3,259. And now it's at 16,000. So it's very near its all-time high. It's great for Bitcoin, but for the altcoins, most of them are still down. As you can see here with IOTA over the US dollar, you're seeing from July 2017 to November 2020, the peak was $5.80. It dropped 95% from its all-time high to 26 cents a week ago. So if you bought at, say, $5.80, you're now holding just about 5% of what you once had. Similarly with XRP, USD, same time period, at its peak was $3.30. It dropped by 92%, all the way down to 25 cents. And as you can see, it hasn't moved much from where it dropped around October, September in 2018. But it is also worth noting that at the end of 2017, on the 11th of December, it was at 22 cents, roughly where it is now. And by the 3rd of January, it was at $3.30. So just barely a month. And it basically rose up 1,500%, 1,500%, or 15 times. The same thing with Cardano, ADA. It was at $1.40. It dropped by 93%, all the way down to 10 cents. And at the end of 2017, it was around 11 cents. By the 5th of January, it was $1.40. That is about 1,300% increase in less than a month. You also have Litecoin, similar time frame. It was 369 at its peak. It dropped by about 84%. And a week ago it was $60.40. 16% of its all-time high. Similar patterns are visible in almost all other cryptocurrencies that existed before the end of 2017. In looking at these charts, it's more important to remember that these booms and busts were fueled by retail traders and investors who have less money than institutional investors. So this time around, I think these fluctuations might even be more gigantic, especially if institutions like Grayscale and PayPal continue to get involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.